very favorite time of the week, and you know what makes it extra special today? I have warehouse clearance items all over my desk, and I'm going to share all of those with you. Super excited. You guys, I have over 100 items in the show today to show you. We're going to speed through these. I have so much wonderful stuff. Is that correct grammar? I don't even know. It doesn't even matter. I'm blowing the doors off this place with these deals. I'm just kidding. We're going to have a good time today. We are going to have a good time today because it is warehouse clearance time again. And I do have amazing things for you guys to see. And I'm really looking forward to going through all of this. I've got a little bit of everything in today's show. I've got some beads. I've got some charms. I have a couple of findings. I've got some really beautiful crystal pieces. So you're going to have a good time. We're going to hang out. We're going to go through all of them, guys. Please take advantage of all of these amazing deals, because once these items are gone, they're gone. You don't want to miss out. You don't want to wait too long. And then I have something special to tell you. I'm not going to tell you right now, but I'm going to tell you about it here in just a little bit. So you definitely want to stick around. Hello, Sandra. Hi, Cindy. How are you? Suzanne is here. Hey, Lou. Hey, Gina. It is so good to see you. Michelle, of course, is here taking care of us. And it appears that Eric is here as well. So awesome. We've got the whole team here looking forward to getting into all of this. All right. Now, here's how we're going to do things, because like I said, it's over 100 items. So I'm going to go ahead and turn you guys around, and we're going to start talking about it. And as we're looking at everything, I'll explain to those of you who are new how to shop. All right, just in case you're new. And if you're new, you're in the right place, because I got some good stuff. Okay. All right, so we're going to start out with beads. I don't have a lot of beads in today's show. I have a handful of them. Everything else that you're going to see is going to be some sort of other wonderful thing that you use for jewelry making. But we're going to start out here with some Matubo, and I don't even know if I'm saying that right, Super Duo Duets. 2x5 millimeter. These are 2 whole beads, and these are so cool. I don't know how you guys feel about these, but I really enjoy working with these. I'm going to dump some of these out in my hand. I love super duos. I really, really do. These are, you can come up with so many cool designs with these. A lot of really fun projects that are available. Be sure you're checking out all of the projects that we have available on artbeads.com, because if you grab something like this and you're not sure what to do with it, you can certainly find a really cool project. You can use these in stringing. You can use these in seed beading projects. They have a really cool finish to them. It's that weird kind of Picasso thing, which is really cool, because once you incorporate these into a design, you're going to get a little bit of everything here. You're going to get the dark side of that. You're also going to get the lighter side of it. And it really adds some cool depth and dimension to your pieces. Yeah. Michelle says the duets are cool. She's seen the black and white one in peyote bracelets. Yeah, you can use them in so many different things. They're really, really cool. So pretty exciting to be able to have these. Now, if you are shopping with us for the very first time, I want you guys to take note of the shopping bag that's on the side of your screen. And you can click on that at any point during the show today to take a look at all of the items that we have in today's show. You can add those items to your cart as well as check out, all while still watching. And if you happen to be joining us from Facebook, a couple of things you're going to see up in the top corner of your screen. There is a little bar, like a little place where you can input some information. You're going to type in each one of the item codes, and it's going to send you a link directly to them. So we make sure that we take care of those of you who are shopping with us, no matter where you are. However, if you're joining us from Facebook, I do want to encourage you to come on over to the main live, because while you are there, I can see your comments here in the comment section. But if you're on Facebook, I can't see your comments. So there are definitely some benefits to joining us over here on the main show. All right, I have some dark brown 6mm round Euro wooden beads. Now, let me tell you something. I've actually got a couple of different ones of these. I'm going to bring in all 3 of them. These are the mahogany ones. They're a little bit more on the red side. And then I have an actual red bead here. This one is a large red. Okay. Some of you out there may be like, what on earth am I going to do with a wooden bead? Well, you're going to do exactly the same things that you do with all of the beads that you have, whether they're check glass or crystals, or you've got some beautiful stone beads or pearls. You're going to treat these exactly the same way, but what makes these really cool is that they are lightweight, right? These are not heavy. They are perfect. Absolutely perfect for your macrame projects. They are perfect for spring and summertime designs, where sometimes the more beads you have on a project, the hotter it is to wear it, and it just becomes uncomfortable. If you live somewhere where it is humid outside and lots of beads is just not my friend. I'll just be honest with you. When it is 80, 90 degrees outside, I don't want to wear jewelry that has heavy beads. The wooden beads are lightweight. They're great for unisex designs. They are so pretty. They have a large hole. The red ones have a huge hole. You're going to be able to thread these onto literally anything. That's why I say these are great for macrame, because you're going to be able to thread your hemp cords through them. Some of your other thicker stringing materials are going to fit through these beautifully. And like I said, they're nice and lightweight. I love to use these in like boho designs. You can use them in craft projects. They're just a lot of fun and they're inexpensive. There's no reason why you shouldn't stock up on these. Super cool. So we have the mahogany 6mm. They're kind of a reddish brown. We have just the regular dark brown, and then of course this beautiful red with the large hole. These are going to fit on your larger chains and your really chunky monkey stringing materials, which is really cool. I like to use these in craft projects. I actually paint little faces on mine. They're really cool to make little apples. If you do like teacher charms or teacher gifts at the end of the year, that's going to be coming up here really, really soon. So if you wanted to paint like some little faces on them and turn them into apples, and then create maybe a purse charm or you know, some sort of decorative charm or a piece of jewelry for a teacher that you've got in your life, that'd be an awesome thing to do. Plus, these are really cool to incorporate into kids' projects as well. So lots of fun there. All right, moving on from those. Now, I said that was about it as far as the beads were concerned. Now we're going to move into all of the other things that make your beads pop. So let's actually, you know what? I have one more bead. I'm sorry. I missed. Don't want to leave this little guy out. This is, speaking of those large hole chunky monkeys, I've got a faceted glass European style large hole bead. Now I only have the one, which I wish I had several of these so we could lay these out and look at, you know, how you can use these, all of the different design possibilities with these. Guys, don't shy away from large hole beads. Even if you are not a fan of the European style bracelets, you know what I'm talking about, the ones with the big thick snake chain. These are still a lot of fun because you can actually take these and incorporate them into your regular designs by taking a bead cap and sitting it into the large hole on both sides. It creates really cool texture, and then you can sit another bead into the bead cap to help stabilize this on your stringing material. I love to do that. I love to do that. You can also thread these onto chain that is not the snake chain. So if you wanted to like double this over on some ball chain and then make a little loop here with your ball chain and hang other dangles from it, there's so many possibilities with these. They're a lot of fun. All right, moving on to the next. We have so many things to look at today. All right, let's look at silk. This is one of my favorite materials to use for so many different reasons, and I love that I have these in beautiful colors. So I have some Griffin beading cord for you guys in natural silk. This is the first one that I'm going to show you in lilac. I actually have some of this for myself that I am going to be using in a project in the near future here on Art Beads. So this is a great opportunity to stock up on silk. One of my very favorite things to do is hand knot. I like to hand knot pearls. I like to hand knot check glass beads. I like to hand knot just about anything, and the natural silk is always what I choose. This is a size 12, meaning this is going to be a pretty thick cord here. So this is going to be great for your check glass beads that have a little bit larger of a drill hole than say your freshwater pearls, right? If you want to knot between them, you're going to have something that's a little bit thicker. So this is a great size, this number 12 in lilac. I also have some number 12 in dark pink. This is another one that I have, sorry, the sticker is right over the top of this, but I also have the dark pink in my own stash coming up. So you're going to be seeing these colors in the very near future with me, because I always like to kind of circle back around to knotting projects, and it's getting to be that time again, and these colors are absolutely gorgeous. Do want to mention, by the way, that these colors are going to look beautiful with the color of the year, that mocha mousse. All right, now if you want something a little bit more bold, this is a little bit bigger as well. I have coral. It's not quite red, it's not quite pink, it's not quite orange, but this is a bold, beautiful color. This one is a number 14. So again, for a bead that has a little bit larger of a hole, right? Super pretty. The natural silk cords have been pre-stretched and they have a needle on one end, so you don't have to worry about any of that. All right, I have another size 12 in amethyst. Again, one I have in my own stash for some upcoming art beads projects. Really, really love this. Michelle says they make great tassels too. Agreed. You can do so much with this silk. It's not just for knotting. It's what I traditionally, or it's what is traditionally used for hand knotting and what I use for knotting, but you can use this for stringing. You can use this for macrame. You can literally use it just like you would anything else. And the bonus is that it already has the needle on the end to make stringing whatever you want to put onto this much easier. And it's beautiful. So if you're going to use this in a way other than knotting, but maybe have it exposed in some parts of your design, you're going to get this beautiful, rich color. All right, I have it in a little bit smaller of a size here. I have the amber color. This is a number 3, and you can see there's a big difference between the 12 and the 3. The 3 is much, much smaller. This is going to be much better for beads that have a smaller drill hole. So your gemstone beads, your freshwater pearls, things like that, where the drill hole is just not quite as big as your glass beads. This is going to be ideal. This is going to, it's not going to slip through when you make a knot. If you're making sure to size it with the correct bead. All right, last of the silk cords. This is an absolutely gorgeous color, number 10 in this amazing yellow. Guys, yellow is everywhere this season. I don't know if you're seeing it or not yet, but if you haven't been noticing it, you are going to start seeing this yellow everywhere, in all different shades. This bright dandelion yellow, the buttery yellow colors, yellow and soft pinks are everywhere for spring and summer for 2025. I know yellow can be a little bit intimidating, but imagine using the yellow to hand knot in between some beads. That way it's there, the yellow is there, but it's not overpowering you. Right? So it's maybe a little less scary that way. I think it would be beautiful in between some gorgeous check glass beads. Lots of beautiful colors in the natural silk here and a lot of different sizes to choose from. Definitely want to take advantage and stock up on this while you have the opportunity to do so. So pretty. So, so pretty. All right. All right. Now, moving on to... Let's take a look at some of the leather things that I have in the show today. I don't have a lot of leather, but I do have some really cool things that I want to show you. So first up is some Leather Cord USA. I've got 10 inches of a 20 millimeter black leather. Look at this. Speaking of unisex designs, this is perfect for a bracelet for a guy in your life. Sometimes guys are just hard to make jewelry for. I know Eric asked the design team not too long ago to make him some pieces of jewelry, and I don't know, I'm guilty of having not done that yet, but I do know now I have this amazing leather that I can use to create something cool for him. So you can use this plain, right? You can glue on. We have tons of ends. Like there are a lot of different findings that are going to fit onto this. You can leave it plain. You can wire wrap onto it. You can wire wrap or create a wire woven piece and then sew that on. You can seed bead onto it. You can, gosh, there are so many different things that you can do with a big black band like this. So yeah, Eric remains designer jewelry less. I'll hook you up. Now I have no excuse because I've got this really cool piece of leather. So let me take care of that for you. It's funny that he's jewelry-less. You would think that with all of us involved here, he would have like 2 arms full, but alas, he does not. All right, super cool leather. I'm going to move on from that, but I do love this. I think this is a really, really good buy for sure. If you are into leather jewelry, or maybe you just need some unisex jewelry inspiration. All right, now this is what I'm talking about. I won't be making anything for Eric out of this, but for myself, quite possibly. I love a good tassel. I do. I love a good tassel. And you guys just recently saw me use these tassels in purse charms. Purse charms are everywhere. And one thing about the purse charms is that they're super easy, right? You just pop like a split ring on here and a little hook or a clip, a lobster claw, and clip it to something. Super easy, instant gratification. You can do the same thing with necklaces. If you just wanted to, you can see this one's got a hole already ready. So it's already got a little leather bail on it. Just thread this onto something that you already have created. You've got a beaded necklace that's nice and long and it just needs one little something, or maybe you just want to jazz it up for one event, but you don't want to permanently add it. Thread this guy on there, let it hang, and then you can take it back off again. You can also use this for, you know, crafts around the house if you want to, or create an entire piece around it. I just think tassels are fabulous. It's one of those classic things that are never going to go out of style. You're going to have tassels, beaded tassels, leather tassels, cord tassels. Like, they're not going anywhere. They're not, but I do love this yummy Leather Cord USA black leather. Super cool. All right, let's see what else we have. Got lots of really awesome things. Let's do a quick little detour into findings. You want to? Then we'll look at some charms and things. Let's do a quick little overview of some random findings that I have for you guys. All right, first up, I have some artistic wire 10mm large crimp tubes for your artistic wire. Now, there are some of you out there that have absolutely no idea what these are or what they are for. That those of you who know, you know. These are exactly what I just said, which is kind of weird. These are crimps, right? This is a huge crimp bead, but this is for artistic wire. So think of like your crimps for your bead stringing wire. You know how tiny those are, right? This is for your hard artistic wire. Well, I say hard, that's, you know, artistic wires are dead soft, but in comparison to your bead stringing wire, artistic wire obviously is a hard wire. This is a cold connection is what this is. And I don't know if you can tell on the back here, but you actually use your crimper tool with this. We should do a project with these because I've not talked about these in forever. You're going to use these with your 12 gauge wire. So you're definitely using a chunky, thick wire for this, and you use your mighty crimper tool and you actually crimp it just like you would a regular crimper, but it's on your big thick wires. So for bangle bracelets or anywhere that you need a cold connection where you don't want to solder but you want it to be as seamless as possible, this is a great alternative to getting out the soldering iron and going through all those steps. So really cool. And you get a ton of these. Let's see, there's 55 of them. If you just make one bangle a piece, that's 55 bangles right there. Like you just filled up an entire bracelet or those bracelet bars or two for your craft booth, right? Throw on some of those wooden beads with the large hole or that one large hole bead that I saw. Put that on a piece of artistic wire, crimp the ends, instant gratification jewelry right there. All right, moving on because we have so much to look at, you guys. All right, now if you need some split rings, I have some split rings, 6mm in antique brass color split rings. There are 50 pieces here, and just so you know, these are split rings, so they behave a little bit differently than a standard, you know, open jump ring. However, these are so nice when you don't want to lose whatever it is. Like this is definitely an oldie but a goodie, right? These are classic jump rings. You thread these on to your designs and then you know that your jump ring is not going to open up on you. It's just not. It is absolutely not. Split rings are great for charms that you don't want to lose. Just really handy to have. You don't have to worry that anything's going to open those up. All right, let's see. Kimberly says, is there a special crimp tool for the large artistic wire crimp tubes? The Mighty Crimper tool, you can actually use your standard crimper tool, but the Mighty Crimper tool has just a little bit larger jaw on it, so it makes it a little bit easier. But honestly, I use my standard crimper tool. Excuse me. All right, I've got a Viking knit end cap here, and honestly, even though this says it's for Viking knit, this is a beautiful end cap that you could use for any kind of large stringing material or a multi-strand design, right? You can put all your strands up in there, come out this side to crimp or wire wrap or whatever the situation will be. Or for, as I said, Viking knit. There's no reason why you can't use it for exactly what it says to use it for, but I can see this as a tassel topper. I can see this as a necklace cone. So many options here. So don't be scared away from this just because it says a Viking knit end cap. There are so many versatile pieces in artbeads.com's website that you can use for other things. This is definitely one of them, and it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All righty. Next up, we have a double, I love this. This is so cool. This is a double-sided bead cap. These are so much fun. I wish I had a whole bag of these because they're just really neat. So you know how a bead cap looks all by itself? Well, this one is like you took two bead caps together and they're kissing, right? It's drilled all the way through, which is fantastic, but you're going to be able to put two beads on it and you have one single finding for that, which is really kind of cool. I think that's fabulous. So just a really cute little decorative element to add. This is antique silver plated and has a little bit of texture to it. It's just cool. Pop a bead on either side. I like it. I think it's fun. All right. Oh, Wanda's here and she saw the leather while we were folding laundry. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We had a little leather in the show. Always think of Wanda when we have leather and chain in the show because those are two things that she really loves. I know a lot of the rest of you do too, but if you say leather, Wanda will show up. That's just the way it is. All right, I have an 18 millimeter round glass cabochon in green opal. This is so pretty. Look how pretty. You could glue this in to a setting if you wanted to, which we have lots of setting situations, if you will, ring blanks or pendants, things like that. Or you could glue this down to your backing material for your bead embroidery, and you could bead around this to make a beautiful design. You could glue this to just about anything you wanted to. Super pretty. I love flat backs. You can do a lot of things with them. You'd actually put this on that wide leather. Speaking of that leather, you could put this on there and then bead around it and create a really amazing design. Very, very pretty. All right, now let's take a look at some Gardan. I adore enamel. I adore and Gardan. I adore everything I'm about to show you. So you definitely, this is rare. This is a rare occasion that we have Gardan beads on clearance, you guys. It's rare. So don't miss out on these because you know she only makes these in small batches, right? So when you get these, there's only a few other people in the world who have them. So this one is a cobalt blue, beautiful enamel pendant. It's kind of shaped like a guitar pick. It's a little bit bigger though, and it's not flat, sort of like a worry stone. I'm one of those people. You know, if I had this on, I would be fidgeting with it all day long. So pretty. So pretty. I love it. Every single one of her pieces is like a little work of art. This one is super cool. I can imagine so many different designs, really beautiful necklaces with this as the focal. So pretty. All right, now that's not the only Gardan piece that I have in the show today. I can't believe I have any in the show, to be completely honest with you. And the ones that I have are absolutely gorgeous. This one is a, let's see, this peppermint color. Beautiful. This one's double drilled. I just noticed that. I was reading the packaging and not really paying attention. This beautiful bird is drilled on both sides. That is awesome. So you can use this as a connector between two things. This is going to be such a pretty addition to something. You could make a really beautiful bracelet out of that if you wanted to, or you could use it as the center focal for a necklace and string on either side of it. You could hang dangles from it if you wanted to, which is what I always do, but it's just beautiful. So peaceful. The color is beautiful. Love that. Gina says those are gorgeous. I agree. I agree. Katie says looks like a white dove. Yes, ma'am. So pretty. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right, coming in. Last but not least of the Gardan that I have in front of me, I have a beautiful peppermint and mauve color combination. This gorgeous butterfly is drilled in 4 places. So, you know, that makes me extra happy because that means I can hang dangles from the bottom. Yep, sure can. And you know that I will. So I'm going to put this on my necklace and then hang all kinds of crystally, drippy gorgeousness from the bottom. Now, you can actually use this in a multi-strand design where you bring it, you know, 2 strands coming off the edges. You could bead some beaded chain here and bring them together if you wanted to. You don't have to do the dangles. That's just immediately where my mind goes because I'm all about the dangles. But is that not beautiful? I'm telling you, every single one of her pieces are little works of art. They're just fabulous. And I had the opportunity, I know a lot of you got to see, but I had the opportunity to talk to her while I was at Bead Fest. We did a live and she joined us, had some special pieces made just for us for Bead Fest while we were there. She's an amazing human being. She is a fantastic artist. Just love that I'm able to get to work with her pieces. They're so special. All right, moving on to the next. Let's see, shall we take a look at, let's look at some Tiara Cast. You want to? You want to look at some Tiara Cast? I got a lot of Tiara Cast. All right, I have some Tiara Cast letters for you guys, and I have a lot of the letters, but not all of the letters. Okay, first of all, I want you to take a look here at the way that these are shaped. And I want you to think about those popular, very, very popular friendship bracelets that are everywhere right now, thanks to a certain blonde-headed pop singer. So letter beads are coveted. Like everybody wants a letter bead, and everybody wants a good letter bead, right? We don't want plastic because, as Eric has told us all, friends don't let friends use plastic, okay? I think there is a time and a place for plastic, I'm just saying. But I do tend to agree with him when it comes to the friendship bracelets. And this is a beautiful Tiara Cast gold-plated antique pewter letter bead. This one is the letter K. It's got a good little drill hole on it. And I have several of the letters here. So I have a K. I'm not going to take them all out of the bags. I have an R. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. You know Tiara Cast quality is so good too. I've got a V. This is going to take those friendship bracelets that everybody's making with the plastic letter beads. This is going to take them to a whole new place. Because again, you know that Tiara Cast is amazing quality. This is just going to make these more adult, more, I don't know that adult's even really the word to use. It just kind of classes the friendship bracelet up a bit when you use Tiara Cast. So pretty. All right, I have a U. Okay. I've got an X. If you want to do X's and O's, or if you've got a name with an X in it. I know those are not super, super common, but all right. I have an F. Wanda wants a W. I don't think I have a W. I have an O. Got to grab up those vowels because the vowels tend to disappear the fastest. So if you're wanting something, you better get the O and the U right now, because they'll be gone, I promise. All right, we've got a Z. And a B. I'm surprised we have a B, because there's a lot of B names out there. I have a P. An H. And last but not least, I have a G. Feels like we're playing Wheel of Fortune. Can I have a G, please? Wanda needs a W. I'm gonna need a W, please. All right. Those are all of these little letters that I've got. I was about to put this in the wrong bag. Of course I was, because, you know. I love those. They're so pretty. So, so pretty. All right. Now, that's not it for the Tiara Cast. I have lots of other Tiara Cast for you guys. So let's take a look at what else I have. All right. I have a couple of Greek letters for you guys, and then a couple of regular alphabet, and then a whole lot of good, charmy goodness. All right. So comes to Greek letters. I've got this one. I know nothing about the Greek alphabet, so that's about as much information as you're going to get from me. That's all I got. That's all I got. And I have this one too. And I wish I could tell you more than that, but alas, I cannot. So I've got two Greek letters. Again, Tiara Cast, beautiful quality here. So pretty. Those are really, really nice. Alrighty. Excuse me. All right, next up, I have a couple of regular alphabet letters here. Just have a couple of odd ones. I have an O. I have an F. And I have an N. So, we're having fun today. We're having fun. Yeah, having lots of fun. Or no, we are not. Or I'm going to get on with the next thing, because I cannot stand how cheesy I am being at the moment. But if you need an F, an N, or an O, I got you covered. I got you covered. These are antique gold-plated pewter round alphabet charms in F, N, or O. So there you go. Having some fun today. All right. I do have a recovery charm. I love these. I love it when I see these on people. I just want to go hug them. All right. Beautiful pewter recovery charm. This would be a really nice gift to somebody that you know that may be in recovery or has gone through recovery. It's just a really beautiful charm. Again, in that antique gold-plated pewter. So pretty. All right, now I have some others. Let's take a look here. I'm gonna, first and foremost, I'm going to unplug. The plug is in the way. Unplug, shall we? All right, now I have some of these zodiacs. Okay, I don't think I have all of the zodiac, but I have several of them. So I have Virgo, and again, these are Tiara Cast, by the way, which I'm sure you can probably tell from the quality, but just in case. And guys, just in case you happen to be joining us just now, we are going through some amazing warehouse clearance items that we have. This is the Capricorn. And you are going to see on the side of your screen a little shopping bag. You can click on that shopping bag at any point to see the items. If you're just joining us, you can check out the items that you may have missed. But you can add those items to your cart and check out all while still watching. If you're joining us from Facebook, you've got a little a little bar in the top corner of your screen where you're going to type in the item codes, and it's going to send you a link. So we make it easy for anybody to shop anywhere you are joining us from, though I do encourage you to join us from artbeads.com so I can see your comments, because if you're joining us from Facebook, I can't see what you're saying, and we'd like to invite you over here to the big show. This is where the party happens. This is where we're having lots of fun, okay? This is the Aquarius. Somebody just put me out of my misery this afternoon, would you? It has been such a long day. You have no idea. And the fact that I am still talking and laughing is just incredible. All right, I have the Pisces. And last but not least, I have the Scorpio. For all of our Scorpios out there, you sassy Scorpios. I love that these are two-sided, so it tells you on the back, and you get the symbol, and then you have the art on the other side. Those are so pretty. So pretty. Yeah, definitely need to laugh for sure. I've been dealing with plumbing issues and with ankle problems, and it's been a day. So the fact that I get to hang out with you guys to finish out my week, how can I not laugh? How can I not smile and have a good time and have some fun? You guys are my favorite place to be on a Friday afternoon, that's for sure. All right, let's switch things up. I do have more Tiara Cast for you guys, but I'm going to switch things up just a little bit to take a little bit of a break from the charms and things, because I've got lots of those to look at. Let's take a look at some clasps. You want to? Because we all know that I am terrible at clasps. I'm really bad about just going with the standard lobster clasp, and so anytime I get to show off some cool clasps, I get excited because it reminds me that I need to be doing better when it comes to clasps. All right, this one is a 13 by 6 millimeter. This is a 2-ring rectangle clasp. This works like the box clasps in the sense that you give it a little squeeze and then you're going to slide it apart. Right? And then you just slide it right back in there and it is going to snap in place. This is beautiful. It's not over the top, right? It doesn't have craziness going on, but it is beautiful. It's a nice, beautiful metal addition to your piece. If you're doing a 2-strand, anything, this is going to be a great little addition to it without being too much. You know what I'm saying? So really love that one. I think that's really beautiful. All right, now I have a couple of these. So let me show you the other ones that I have. So I've got one that is in, what is this one? Oh, this is a seed bead clasp for delicas. So this one is a little bit different, though I think that you could use this the exact same way. So this looks very, very similar to the one that I just showed you. This one is just in this, silver plated. And again, for 2-strand design, right? Same way that you use it as the other one. Here's another one. This one is just like the one that I just showed you. This one is very similar actually to the first one that I showed you. Gold-plated seed bead clasp for delicas. Though, as I mentioned, I think you could use this for just a 2-strand design if you wanted to. And it's just understated and beautiful. It's better than the standard lobster that I always go to. I'm so boring with my clasps. All right, I got another one for you. This one is the same but bigger. I have 2 of these. This one is a little bit larger. This one is for a 4-strand design, and it is going to work the same way. Pull that out and then slide that back on, just like so, or back in rather, and it snaps right into place. Great for a multi-strand design. So pretty. It's lightweight too, which is really nice. All right, and then I have the big one. The big one. This one is a 6-ring. So this one is just like the ones that I just showed you. This one is in another little, I can't just slide that out of there. Again, beautiful, but for 6 strands. So if you wanted to do like a really wide seed beaded cuff or a really big, 6-strand necklace, this is a great clasp for that. It's really pretty. I'm having a hard time. My nails getting these out though. but it works the same way. You just slide it out and then slide it in, and it makes a little clicking noise so that you know that it caught. All right, that's not it for clasps. Now, if you are looking for over the top, I got you covered, because sometimes you just need to be extra. Look at this. This is so pretty. I adore this. This is a gold-plated exquisite, I love that that word is included, floral clasp with crystals. This is for a 3-strand design. Oh my goodness. Now this is one you're going to use where you want the clasp to be the star of the show, right? When you don't want understated, this is where you're going to go. And again, works just like the box clasp. It's going to slide out just like so, and then it is going to slide right back in and give you the little click so that you know that it is good to go. That's stunning. Debbie says, wowza. Yep, I'm with you. Wowza indeed. Indeed. So pretty. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right. A couple of other kind of big and bold ones for you guys. This one is one of my absolute favorites. Look how pretty. Absolutely love this. This is a black copper 2-strand box clasp with the little cameo design. This one screams pearls to me, like it needs to be part of a 2-strand pearl something, but quite honestly, you could use anything with this, but I just right immediately, I want to put this with pearls. This is just absolutely beautiful. And again, works the same way. It's your little box clasp that you're going to slide out and then slide back in. This one's stunning. Absolutely stunning. If I can get it back in there. And then just a little snap to make sure that it is closed. That's beautiful. Really, really beautiful. All right. Now I love this one too. So this one is an antique silver fleur-de-lis. You guys know I love fleur-de-lis. I have mentioned that I think in a previous life I was probably some sort of French aristocrat because of my love for all things French, pastries, Eiffel Tower, all the things, but the fleur-de-lis is by far my favorite. And this is just a cool clasp. Check this out. So it's hidden. The loops on this are hidden on the back. So if you don't want to do a 3-strand design, because this one has 3 holes on the back of it, if you don't want to use all 3 and you just want to use 1 in the center, or you just want to use 2 and use the 2 outers, it's fine, because you're not going to see that you are not utilizing one of them. And then it is a beautiful little hook, which is easy to put on and off. It's really pretty. Love that. So, so pretty. Love it. We have some amazing clasps. I'm just saying, artbeats.com is probably my favorite place in the entire universe to buy clasps, and I have them. I just stick with my lobster for whatever reason, but I own a ton of gorgeous ones that have come from the website. All right, this one is another really pretty. This one is Anna Bronze or Anna Bronze. I don't know how some of you say it. Tomato, tomato. Anna Bronze. Antique silver open leaf toggle clasp. This one is really pretty. I love all of the Anna Bronze details that go into Anna Bronze pieces. Look how pretty that is. And then if you put them together, as they will be when you are wearing them, this is kind of what you're going to get it to look like. So it's like a little leaf. Well, 2 little leaves, actually. So pretty. That's beautiful. All right, I have 2 more kind of chunky monkey things for you guys as far as clasps are concerned. And then we're going to go back to the charms for a little bit. All right, so this one is a leather clasp. We don't talk about these a lot, but we probably should, because we have so much leather that is available on the website. We should be looking at these. So as I was talking about that wide leather earlier, you have to have a certain kind of finding to go on the end of that. And that would be one of these, where you are going to slide that leather into this. Now you're obviously going to need to add some glue of some variety. A lot of people like to use their E6000. There are a couple of other glues that you can use for this situation, but you do want to put a little bit of glue in there, and then you're going to slide your leather into this, and then you're going to use this one kind of like a toggle almost, right? And great for unisex designs. Really, really pretty, and it's not like over the top, but great for those wide pieces of leather. And if you guys want to know something, a little extra secret, even if you don't want to use this for flat, wide leather, you can actually glue in multi-strands of smaller pieces of leather. So this has multi-uses, as do most things when it comes to jewelry making. I kind of mentioned that before, but I always encourage you guys to think outside the box when you're looking at things like this, particularly when we're doing like a warehouse closeout where we've got clearance items and the prices are so dang good. Maybe you don't have any leather that's going to go in this, but what about that multi-strand design that you've been trying to figure out how to finish? You could add several strands of something into this one, right? On both ends, just add your glue, slide in all those multi-strands, and then you've got a really cool clasp for it. So think outside the box a little bit. You never know how you might end up using something. Andrea says, can you show the cameo clasp again? My feed dropped when you showed it. Yes, I absolutely can. Not a problem. It's so pretty. I'll show it as many times as you want. This is one of my absolute favorites in the show today. And it's a double strand. So you've got you can do a 2-strand design with it, and it's nice and big. It's so pretty. Let's see if I've got the measurements on this one. I don't have the measurements on it, but you can see up against my hand, like that's a beautiful, substantial. It's going to make a great focal. So pretty. Wanda says it looks just like her. I love it. All right, I have another cool clasp, but this is our last one. This is kind of an interesting leather clasp here. So this is a round hook, antique copper plated round hook. Again, this is one for a large piece of leather. This is also going to work for some multi-strand, but they've got to be thick, right? So if you've got maybe 3 pieces of thick leather that, you know, are gonna fit all in there. This is kind of a cool one. I don't know, I think it's definitely different. Definitely different. All right, so that is it for the clasps. Let's move on to something sparkly. You want to? I always want to talk about things that are sparkly, so you don't have to pull my leg with this one. You guys, I have so much prestige to show you. So I am going to take each and every one of these out of the packaging and show them to you because I'm not about to leave the prestige in the package. This is so timely. You guys, St. Patrick's Day is coming up. It is coming right around the corner. Grab this up. This is a clover pendant in crystal golden. This is a 23 millimeter. This is one of my very favorite prestige colors ever. I adore this color because it works as a fabulous neutral through any season. So this is great for spring and summer. It's great for fall and winter. It just depends on what you mix it with. It's going to work with everything. That is a stunning, stunning pendant. Look how beautiful. Oh my goodness. So pretty. All right. I got lots of sparkle coming your way. Coming your way. That's just number 1. Let's move on to the next. All right, this one is a 16 millimeter majestic pendant. I love these. These are so pretty. Beautiful honey color. Look at that with all of those facets. That's so pretty. It's going to catch the light and really sparkle. That's gorgeous. And it's not too big. You know what I mean? This is a really beautiful pendant that's not like too much. It's a really good size. So pretty. 16 millimeters. That's like the sweet spot, you know? All right. This is another one of my absolute favorites. Love this. Look at this one in light topaz. This yellow is giving me all kinds of light. The older I get, the more I love yellows and oranges. I don't know why, but there's just something about it. And this one flashes green in the most amazing way ever. This gorgeous teardrop is it's a 22 millimeter pear shape. All you need is a jump ring and a chain, and you have the most beautiful gift ever, or just the most beautiful piece of jewelry just to throw on quick and easy, right? Quick and easy, instant gratification. If you need a little sparkle in your day, yep, who doesn't? I need lots of sparkle in my day, especially after a day like today. Give me all the sparkle, please. All right, now this one is a little bit different. This is a fancy stone, so this one is not drilled. You're gonna have to set this, or you're gonna have to get creative with what you want to do with this one. This one is in a beautiful color. Speaking of yellows and oranges that I'm falling in love with, this is a fancy stone with orange glow. It's a 30 millimeter. If you have a 30 millimeter pear setting, or if you want to put this one down and bead around it, or glue it into a setting, or wire wrap it, goodness, that's pretty. It's really beautiful. So pretty. Gina says that is eye candy. Uh-huh. All right, we're not stopping in our sparkle. All right, this one is a grand crystal lactite. I don't know. It's pretty. It's the most beautiful blue ever. This is a 56 millimeter, and you guys, it's so pretty. I used a very similar one of these as a purse charm, and it was stunning. This blue is gorgeous. This is like a deep, moody, like deep part of the ocean blue. It's so nice. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Now, I know that's a little big. So if you love the shape of that, but it's a little too big for you, I got you covered, because I've got this one in a 30 millimeter. So this one is a little bit smaller, and this one's color is more of that vitriol. So this one's not blue. This is the vitriol, which is very rainbow. So it's like blue and green and pink and gold and orange. It has all the colors in it. It's really pretty. This one's just a little bit smaller, so this one may be a little bit easier to wear for you, depending on what it is that you're going to do with it. I would definitely wear the other one too, because I'm not shy about my sparkle, but I do realize that not everybody is into the huge pieces. Let me show you just the difference in the size here, so you can see there's quite a difference there. So pretty. All right. Sarah would make earrings out of the 56 millimeter ones. You know I would. You know I would. I can't help myself. All right. Oh my goodness, look at that. This is a 22 millimeter square prestige. Now they call this one a sew on because that's what they're made for. These are made for fashion. This is made to sew onto something else, right? With a needle and thread. However, you can use this in your bead embroidery, or you can wire wrap and hang dangles from it. Nobody says you can't. Just because it says it's for sewing doesn't mean that it has to strictly be for that. Look, you can see this one it's not flat. It is flat on the back, but it is not flat on the front. The sparkle, it's like a party. It's just like a little party in your hand. I absolutely love this. It is really quite beautiful. Yep. Now I definitely would make some earrings out of that for sure. All right, I got 3 more beautiful prestige pieces for you guys. This is another one that is absolutely beautiful in that golden color. This is another of the 22 millimeter, like the yellow one that we looked at. This one is just in golden. So it's that pear shape again. And I'm telling you, instant gratification jewelry right here. You just throw on, if you've got a pretty bell, great. If not, a jump ring will do. Add this to a piece of chain and you're done. You're ready to go out the door. Give it as a gift or whatever. You can get 2 of these and make some really beautiful earrings out of them if you wanted to, or you can create an entire beaded piece around them. But I love that it is ready-made jewelry just with 2 things, right? Some chain and a jump ring, and you're good to go. So pretty. All right. Right? Wanda says sew on equals beater say. I could fit a jump ring through that. Yep. Hide and watch. I will put a jump ring, and if I can't, I will wire wrap it. Don't tell me I can't. I will show you how I can. All right, this is an 18mm pear fancy stone in lotus pink. This pink is poppin' for sure. So again, this is another of the fancy stones like the orange one that I showed you. So it's not drilled. This is for putting into a setting or, you know, gluing down and beading around. There's a lot of versatility here. This would be amazing as a ring. Oh my goodness. You can wire wrap. Don't look at my dry skin. You could do all kinds of amazing things with that. And that color is absolutely stunning. So pretty. So pretty. All right. Last but not least of the prestige that I have for you guys. And we're already coming up on an hour, so I hope you don't have anywhere to go because we're not done. We're not done. This one is light golden AB. I don't know for sure because it didn't give me the entirety of the color on this one. But I do know that this one has that AB finish to it, which makes it quite magical either direction. So this is a 16mm emerald cut pendant, and again, just like the pear-shaped ones, this one is perfect to just add a jump ring and call it a day, right? But you can also create an entire beautiful statement piece around it if you wanted to. You have the options there, and it's stunning. The facets are gorgeous. It's going to hit the light and look amazing. Amazing. So pretty. All right, moving on to the next. You guys want to look at some more Tiara Cast? Because I got plenty of it. I got a lot. I do. I didn't make that up. All right, let's take a look at some Tiara Cast that also has some crystals in it. Now, these are some of my very favorite things. And you guys know because you've seen me wear these in actual pieces of jewelry that are in my personal collection. This is a Tiara Cast gold-plated pewter 12mm beaded round charm. I adore these. I have one of these on a gold bracelet that I wear on a regular basis. You guys have seen it. You guys have asked me about it. It is this exact charm. Now is your chance to grab this one up because I can tell you once these are gone, the ones that I'm about to show you, this one included, the next few of these, once they're gone for good. They're not going to be making these anymore. So you got to grab these up now. Don't wait. Because once they're gone, that's it. This has a beautiful Rivoli in there. That is a prestige Rivoli. So pretty. So pretty. All right. Next up, this is another one that I have in my personal stash. This one is the gold-plated cushion frame with that gorgeous crystal. It's absolutely stunning. And one of these, honestly, is all you need unless you wanted to make like earrings out of them. But honestly, just one of those on a piece of your favorite gold chain, or I don't know, you could put beads around it. Like a lot of times I see, at least for myself, I see instant gratification because I want it quick. I want it like right then and there, right? I want quick jewelry. And when I see pieces that are like this, that's what I see is instant gratification, super quick. Jump ring, favorite chain, call it a day, and it looks so expensive. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, I have more. I got more of those. All right, we're gonna change up the color a little bit here. So this one is in the oxidized brass. So this one is not that bright gold color. This is more like your antique brass color, and it has that hammer tone around it. So you've got that really cool texture. So if you're not a gold girl, this is a great alternative. So pretty. Okay. All right. Now, if you are a copper girly, I got you. Or guy, I got you covered here with the copper. So this one is in antique copper, 12 millimeter. This one's just plain. Again, pick out your favorite antique copper chain. Add that to it. So pretty. Absolutely beautiful. I got a couple of these in a couple of different styles in this antique copper. Okay. All right. This one is the beaded one. So it's got the, you can see it's got the little beaded texture around it, antique brass or antique copper. And this one is 12 millimeter as well. See how pretty that is? It's gorgeous. Okay. All right. Next up is the antique copper Celestial Brilliance. Look at that one. So this one is oval shaped, and you can see the decorative texture all along this one. So pretty. I have this one in the gold color, but I'm kind of in love with this antique copper. So nice. I really, really like that. It's open on the back. All right. Now this one is a little different. This is the only one of these that I have. This one is double. This one has got the double loops on it. So this one will make a great connector. This one is the 12 millimeter. So it's just like the pendant one, except this one has the additional loop on it. So you can use this one this direction, put your ear wire on it and a dangle at the bottom, or a jump ring and a dangle, or you can use it in between. So if you wanted to use it as the focal on a bracelet, you can very easily connect this to something on both sides. Really, really beautiful. And that antique copper is stunning. All right, and then last out of this little set that I have is one that doesn't have a stone. So if you've got your own crystal or stone that you want, or anything else that would fit in this, this is a 14 by 10 millimeter scroll setting. So it's just like the one that I showed you that has the crystal in it already. This one is ready for you to put your own something in there. You could even do like resin in there if you wanted to, if you're a resin artist. There's a lot of different things that you could use this for, but this one is open and ready for you to customize. Really beautiful. All right, moving on. All right, I have 3 more sets of things for you guys. So let's take a findings break. If you want to take a little look at some findings that I've got. All of the findings that I'm about to show you are Tiara Cast. Okay. So if you love Tiara Cast quality, you're in the right place. All right. So we have the Tiara Cast brass oxide hoops. These are 42 millimeters in a large wire hoop that you could do any number of things to it. Wire wrap beads to it, wire wrap beads to the inside of it. You can seed bead onto this. You can do literally anything. Turn it into a pendant, turn it into a sun catcher, turn it into some fabulous hoop earrings, because that's not too big for me. I 100% would wear these as hoop earrings. I love it. There's so many different things that you can do with it, and it is that Tiara Cast quality in brass oxide. So pretty. So pretty. Grab those up. All right, let's see. I have lots of other little things. So let me show you. I'm not going to take this one out of the package, but I am going to hold it up for you because I will lose it. This is a copper-plated small oval open jump ring. If you like Tiara Cast quality, grab some of their jump rings. They're really, really great quality. So oval jump rings in the antique copper. So if you grabbed one of those pendants that you just saw, right, in the antique copper, and you need a jump ring, or you need several jump rings, because I'm just showing you the one, but you can buy as many of them as you want to, right, while supplies last. Grab these up. I would definitely, if you got one of the pendants, I'd get a jump ring or two. Just because it matches, right? Just because it matches. It's the perfect color. All right. And then we have their eye pins, which I adore as well. Really good quality. So this is the Bright Brass 2-inch. It's a 22 gauge eye pin. And obviously you're probably going to want more than one. I've got one to show you, but you don't need to see me hold a stack of 50 in my hand. But grab a few of them. grab a few of them because they're really, really nice quality for sure. And they're going to match any of the bright brass that you've got in Tiara Cast. So if you're looking to match your findings, now's your chance to do that. All right. Next up, I love these. I think these are cool. And I love that Tiara Cast does this. There's not a lot of companies that do this kind of thing, and I love that they do. So this is a bezel. This is a 7.5 millimeter oxidized brass plate stepped bezel. You put your own stone in here. It has a loop on the bottom. It's an earring, you guys. It's a you know, it's a stud earring. Well, it's not a stud, but you know what I mean? Like it's an earring. It just needs an earring back. This is to cover it, to protect it. But these sometimes are really hard to find. And this one, you can glue in your own crystal, your own bead, your own whatever you want to. You can put resin in there, you can put enamel in there, you can do whatever you want to, and then hang something from it. But ear findings like this sometimes can be really hard to find. So I love it when we have the opportunity to show these off. And Tiara Cast is great quality. I know I've said it a bunch, but it's true. It's true. So love those. And obviously, unless you just have the one piercing, you're probably going to want to grab 2 of those. All right. Hi, Dee. Oh, Dee, that's so sweet. I'm so glad that you're here. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hanging out with me on a Friday afternoon. All right. Now, I got a bunch of these, and I'm going to show these very, very quickly. These are Tiara Cast rivets. Now, I don't know if you guys remember or not. Well, some of you still know. Some of you may have forgotten. Tiara Cast was in the leather business there for a little bit of time, and they had a whole line of leather components and things for working with leather and making leather jewelry out of. These are rivets. This is a 10 pack. If you know how to rivet leather, this is a really good buy. These are 6 millimeter in this like black finish, which is very similar to hematite. And they are, as I mentioned, the 6 millimeter. It's a 10 pack. I've got these in a couple of different colors. So I also have this in oxidized brass. So that antique brass color. Okay. And then I have 2 different sizes in the gold. So this is the 6 millimeter in that bright gold color. And then I have the small ones in 4 millimeter. So if you're looking for some of the small ones, I have all of the stuff to do. I have all of the tools for the Tiara that Tiara Cast came out with for the leather. And I used it for a while and then I just forgot about it, which I think is what a lot of us do. That's why I was like, I may need to remind you guys, because some of you may have some of the leather working stuff in your stash and you hadn't used it in a while. No, we haven't done any projects on art beads in a while with it. So maybe this is a gentle reminder to you to get your leather working stuff out. We had that leather band at the beginning of the show, that's that nice wide piece of leather. And then we have the rivets here. I love leather jewelry, so if this is something you're interested in, this is a really good opportunity to get 3 different colors and 2 different sizes here. So really nice. Really, really nice. Okay. Changing gears a little bit. We're going to go through the rest of the Tiara Cast charms, and then I have just some other charms, and then we'll be done. So I won't keep you guys for much longer, but I do have some more beautiful Tiara Cast things to show you guys. This is one of my favorite things, is a button. You guys know I love buttons. Antique gold-plated pewter flower of life button. It's a shank style button, and you guys know I love to use a button for a clasp. I've also been known to take a button and turn it into a bead. We haven't done that in a while. We probably should do that soon. I feel like I used to do it all the time, and I don't think I've done an art beads project where I've turned a button into a bead, but you 100% can do that with just a little bit of wire. But I love to use them as a clasp, and this is a really beautiful one. Alrighty. Now I've got some wings for you guys, a couple of different configurations here. So I have Tiara Cast antique gold plated pewter right facing wing in this beautiful, beautiful color. I have several of these. These are so pretty to add to any of your like Southwestern designs, boho designs, angel wings. Like there's so many different uses for a good wing. All right. So that was a right facing wing. Then I have them as a set. So this is the antique gold plated set. So I've got one facing one way and one facing the other way. Because not everybody likes them to be facing the same direction. I'm one of those people, like, it doesn't matter to me. My earrings, they can both face the same way, but some people don't like that. Some people want the bookend, you know, look. And so this is for all of you that have to have one going one way and one going the other way. I am not one of those people, but it is totally cool that you are. Like, that, there's actually way more of you that need them to be this way than not. So I'm actually the odd man out, but I'm okay with that. I'm quite often the odd man out, so it's no big deal. So pretty. And then I've got one more for you. This one is a the oxidized brass, and this one is, let's see, this one's the left facing. Sorry. It's kind of hard to know, like, okay, well, what do you mean facing? Which side is actually facing? You know, like, never mind. It's pretty. Okay, moving on. Get me going down a whole little rabbit hole there with that. Let's not do that. All right, more Tiara Cast for you. This is a black finished pewter large hammer tone ring link. I love all of the Tiara Cast black finish stuff. And I don't know that they're going to be doing the black finish anymore. I don't know for sure. But just to be on the safe side, you might want to grab this one up if you're like me and love the black finish, because I don't know. I can't remember seeing it, but that doesn't mean that they're not going to continue to do it. But I love it. And a good ring you can use for a lot of different things, right? Of course, my number one thing to do is hang dangles from it, because that's what I do. But I love the black. Very cool. All right. This is a antique brass poppy festoon link. I remember when these came out and everybody went crazy over them. So if you missed out on when they were all the rage, they can be all the rage again. You can grab one in the antique gold. They're so pretty. And what a versatile little component. You can do so many things with this guy. It's really cool. You can drape little strands in here, or just go straight across with your beading material. It's just a really beautiful piece. Look at the detail in the poppies. So pretty. I love it. Love it, love it. All right, I have two more Tiara Cast, and then just a couple of odd things that didn't really go together, but you know, they're still cool. So I have a gold-plated pewter hammered California. If you need a little California in your life, I've got it for you right here. It's a little gold-plated hammered California. It has a little heart on it. Super cute. Love that. If you've got a really special California memory, this is a really nice addition to like a charm bracelet or a special gift to somebody. Maybe you're in a long distance relationship with somebody in California. You never know. You never know. Lots of people in our community, lots of different lives, lots of different situations. All right. Last but not least of our Tiara Cast, we have a 30 by 16 millimeter antique gold plated cross. Really beautiful. I love that. So pretty. Really, really nice. All right, now we're going to go through the last little bit of items. Now, before we do, I mentioned that I was going to tell you guys, as making a little, it's not like a major announcement by any stretch of the imagination, but it is an announcement nonetheless, and one that I hope that you've stuck around long enough to hear. And that is tomorrow, I've got a very special Saturday event for you guys. I'll be joining you again here tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern for even more closeout stuff. So if you've had a good time hanging out with me today and checking out all of these amazing clearance items, I have more for you tomorrow. I am getting off the couch, getting out of my pajamas, and actually putting on a face to come hang out with y'all, because why wouldn't I want to do that? I have more clearance items I'm going to show you tomorrow afternoon. So if you want to hang out, I got you covered. All right, this is a silver plated brass small seashell charm. So pretty and perfect for the upcoming summer. Love it. One says, what? Saturday? I know, I never do Saturday shows. And Eric offered, he was like, just put it out there. Somebody want to do a weekend show? And I was like, yes, I do want to do a weekend show. I absolutely want to see all of your smiling faces on a Saturday afternoon, because Saturdays, the energy is just different. And I know it. I know it. Saturdays are special. So if we can hang out on a Saturday afternoon, I know it's going to be a good day. So set your reminders. That's 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon for a very special Saturday clearance event. And I have different things than what I have in today's show. All right, so I have an 18 millimeter round bezel. I'm showing you the back first. This is the front. Well, yes. Yes? No, this is the back. I'm showing you the front first. Don't listen to anything I'm saying. I have now lost my mind. It is now after 5 o'clock and weekend brain has set in. It's bad. It's bad. That's why I say the energy for Saturdays is going to be different. This is the front. The prongs are on the back. So you put your own situation in here, your own stone, your own flat back, whatever it is. And then you're just going to very gently with your pliers, you're going to fold these prongs over. And you've got yourself a beautiful little bezel for whatever it is that you want to put in there. I love these. I think they're very beautiful. All right. Let's see. Next up, I only have a few items left today. Only a couple more. It's a sunflower disc embellishment. Now, this is not, it is not drilled, right? There's no hole on this. However, this is really, really nice brass, which means that you can punch this with a metal punch and it is going to punch really, really nicely. That's one way to know that like your brass is good quality brass. If it punches and it is just a hot mess, then you know that the brass was not the best quality in the world. This is really good. And you can tell just by feeling it, like this is really, it's really good stuff. It's not like super bendy or anything like that. Beautiful. So if you wanted to punch holes in this, as many as you wanted to hang as many dangles as you want, you can. Or you can put this down and bead around it. Like there's lots of opportunities for cool things with this. And it's just a really beautiful design. Love that sunflower. All right. Oh, Katie works all day on Saturdays. That's okay. You can come back and watch me as a replay. And did you guys know that you can come back and watch these lives on replay anytime you want to? Not just our clearance shows, but our projects as well. If you head on over to artbeads.com, this is a patina brass mermaid embellishment. Again, she's brass, so you're gonna have to punch some holes in her or glue her down to something, like get creative with her. But you can come and watch our project videos over and over again as many times as you want to as a video on demand. You can skip right ahead to whatever you want to see or to whatever you may have missed, to the technique that you want. There's a whole library of projects that are available. And while you're there, if you don't mind signing up for that newsletter, it's a great way to stay in the know of all things art beads related. And you don't want to miss anything. I can promise you that in the next 6 months, you're going to see some crazy things with art beads and you want to be in the know. Like we've got some fun stuff planned. I cannot wait to share all of it with you. The best way for you to stay in the know is to sign up for that newsletter. All right, Anna Bronze, small maple leaf pendant. This is beautiful. I think I had this in one of my fall favorites, personal shopper shows. This is just a really beautiful little charm. So pretty. All right, I have another Anna Bronze. This one is super cute. I love this. So this is it's a double-sided bicycle. Okay, I was holding it the wrong way, but look how cute that is. I was like a little vintage bicycle. It's so stinking cute. I love it. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, it looks like a little tricycle I had when I was a kiddo. I love it. I love it. You could set a little stone in there if you wanted to. So cute. All right. 3 items left here, but even more tomorrow, so set your reminders, okay? I've got an antique silver Nautilus shell charm. Again, this is perfect for the upcoming summer. You guys are going to be seeing tons and tons of nautical designs for the summer. It's every summer, but this year it is all about fisherman chic. Anything that is water and boating and fishing related. So not just your beach themes, but you're going to be seeing ship's wheels and all kinds of things that are in this category. So grab these up. This is a really nice one because it's an Anna bronze. Really beautiful. All right. I have one last Anna bronze item for you guys. Speaking of fisherman chic, we have a brass swordfish pendant. He's kind of cool. I love him. He has personality. All right. So he is, you can actually use him like a button if you wanted to. So you can see the bail on him is on the back here. You could run him through run him over some thick cords. So if you wanted to do like multi-strands, you could slide him on. You could slide him onto some thick leather if you wanted to. He's got lots of opportunities here. You could just put a jump ring on there and hang him if you wanted. But I love that there's some versatility there. And he's definitely got some little personality. I might pop a little crystal in his eye just to give him even more personality, but super cool. Maria says, I missed the tomorrow thing. What's happening tomorrow? We are having a very special Saturday show for you guys. Tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, I have even more clearance items, different than what you're seeing today. So if you'd like to come and hang out with us on a Saturday afternoon, I'd love for you to join us. All right, last but not least, I have a Patricia Healy copper big textured ring. I love Patricia Healy pieces. I don't include them in my shows a lot because I feel like some of the other designers really love Patricia Healy, and so I kind of, I let them do the Patricia Healy thing. But I always want to sing her praises because Patricia Healy copper is some of my very favorite, and this is a really cool one. So this has got lots of color here. So it says copper, which it is, but I'm talking not just copper. I'm talking, who am I today? What? Copper, pink, red, maroon, burgundy, orange, all of those things I am seeing in this. Absolutely beautiful. And just like with the black one that I showed you guys earlier, you can do so many things with a ring in your jewelry making. You can hang dangles from it. You can bead onto it. You can wire wrap onto it. You can just leave it as it is and hang it as a beautiful, like simple style statement pendant if you wanted. So pretty. It is. It's gorgeous. Love, love, love. All right. So we made it, guys. That was over 100 items. Can you believe it? We looked at over 100 incredible clearance items. And I got to tell you, you don't want to wait out on these. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't wait until Monday, because a lot of these items, once they're gone, that's it. That's why they're on clearance. Like we're making room for new things, right? So I wouldn't wait too long on a lot of these pieces, particularly when it comes to things like the Gardan, because she only makes those in small batches anyway. So once those are gone, you're not going to be able to get your hands on those again unless you look somewhere else. And I certainly don't want you to do that. I want you to do all your shopping right here. Please and thank you. So yeah, you don't want to miss out too long, guys. Be sure that you're closing out your carts. Now listen, I know that there are some of you who have asked. I actually saw this in the comments just a little while ago. Somebody said, what does it mean when you say close out your cart? That's actually a TV term that has been used in TV shopping forever. I've always used that term, even though, well, anyway, I've always used that. What that means is closing out your cart just means that you want to finish up, right? Maybe you've been watching and you've been adding items to your cart and it's sitting open, right? It's open because you haven't completely finished the checkout process yet. So when we say close out your cart, that's what we mean. We just mean you just want to go ahead and close up the deal, finish the deal, go ahead and make your payment so that you don't lose any of the items that are in your cart, because in clearance shows like this, a lot of times if it sits in your cart and you go back to it, it might be gone. So that's what we mean. We just mean you want to be sure that you don't miss out on the items that you've got in your cart. So you want to go ahead and seal the deal. I mean, there's no other way to say it. I think we say close the cart because it's less aggressive than saying, okay, now it's time for you to check out. Swipe your card. Because we're just not those kind of people here. You know what I mean? So we do want to encourage you, though, to close out your cart, because if you don't, tomorrow those items that are sitting there may be gone because it is a clearance show. So you definitely want to be sure that you don't miss out on those items. If there's one or two in there that you're like, maybe, maybe not, go ahead and throw them in there. It's a clearance show. They're not going to be there later. So Patricia says, made that mistake once, never again. So yeah, see, it pays to clear out your cart at the end and close it out, because you don't want to miss out at all. All right, my friends, I love you guys so much. I know we've had a lot of new fresh faces here on this Friday afternoon. I want to remind those of you who are new here, we don't always do this kind of shopping like this. A lot of times on Fridays, we do a project. So please be sure that if you shopped with us today, know that you can come back to us for a project as well. Check out those projects that are video on demands on the website. You can rewatch those as many times as you want to. You can come back here next week. I'll have another fun show for you guys. I think my next week's show is actually a personal shopper show. But then the week after that, I'll be doing a project for you guys. But there's other designers, incredible designers, that are part of the artbeads.com team. So you want to check us all out. Set your reminders so you don't miss any of the shows. You don't miss any of the clearance events, the personal shopper shows, and of course our projects where we show you what to do with all your art bead goodness that you have at home. And if you need further inspiration, be sure that you sign up for our Facebook group, that is Serious Art Beaders, over on Facebook, to see what the rest of our community is doing with all of their art bead goodness. All right, my friends, I love you so much. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of your beady journey and a part of your Friday afternoon. If you're interested in letting me be a part of your Saturday afternoon, set your reminder. I'll be right back here tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern time with another group of fantastic items you don't want to miss out. I will see you guys then. All right. If I don't see you then, I'll see you same time, same place next week. Okay.